Nobody is coming to save you. The life you want will only begin the moment you stop making excuses and start fighting for your future. Tonight, you either stay average or you become unstoppable. There comes a moment in every person's life when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of changing, and that moment is where champions are born. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for confidence before they take action, but confidence is not something you find sitting still. Confidence is something you build by moving forward while your hands are shaking and your heart is racing. The people you admire are not fearless. They simply decided that their dreams mattered more than their doubts. Right now, somewhere in America, somebody with less talent than you is winning because they refuse to quit. And somebody with fewer resources than you is building a future because they chose discipline over excuses. You cannot keep asking for a better life while remaining loyal to the habits that are destroying your future. Every single day you wake up with two choices. You can either repeat yesterday or you can fight for tomorrow. Success is not owned by the gifted, the lucky, or the connected. Success belongs to the people who are willing to keep going after disappointment, rejection, heartbreak, and failure. The world does not reward potential, it rewards execution. Your dreams do not care about your comfort zone. Your future does not care about your excuses. The clock is moving whether you act or not, and every second you waste doubting yourself is a second someone else is using to build the life you want. Too many people are addicted to easy distractions because they are terrified of difficult growth. They scroll through life instead of building one. They talk about success instead of becoming successful. But deep inside, you were not born to live average. You were not created to spend your entire existence settling for less than what burns inside your soul. There is greatness inside you that has been buried under fear, procrastination, insecurity, and the opinions of people who never had the courage to chase their own dreams. Stop shrinking yourself to make weak people comfortable. Stop apologizing for wanting more out of life. Stop acting like your ambitions are unrealistic when your potential is limitless. Every great achievement in American history started with somebody who was told it could not be done. Every entrepreneur, athlete, leader, and visionary had moments where they were doubted, laughed at, rejected, and underestimated. But they kept moving. They kept showing up. They kept believing before the results appeared. And that is the difference between people who dream and people who dominate. You must learn to work in silence while your vision grows louder. You must learn to stay focused while the world stays distracted. You must learn to continue climbing while other people complain about the mountain. Because your life changes the moment you realize that nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you confidence, discipline, purpose, or success. You must build it yourself, brick by brick, day by day, decision by decision. There will be mornings when you feel exhausted, nights when you feel invisible, and moments when you question whether your effort even matters. But understand this clearly. Every sacrifice you make today is building a version of you that your future family, future self, and future legacy will thank you for. One day, the struggle that almost broke you will become the story that inspires millions. One day, the pain you survived will become proof that you were stronger than the obstacles designed to stop you. So when life tests you, do not ask why it is happening to you. Ask what it is preparing you for. Pressure creates diamonds. Resistance creates strength. Adversity reveals character. And the person you are becoming through the struggle is far more powerful than the comfort you are trying to hold on to. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. The next chapter of your life will not be determined by your past mistakes. It will be determined by the standards you choose to live by starting today. The biggest prison in America is not made of steel bars. It is the prison of limiting beliefs where people convince themselves they are too late. Too broken, too old, too tired, or too far behind to become extraordinary. But history has never belonged to people who played it safe. History belongs to the people who took responsibility for their lives and refused to surrender to average thinking. You cannot build a powerful future while constantly replaying your weakest moments. The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Every setback you survived gave you wisdom. Every failure gave you experience. Every heartbreak gave you resilience. And every challenge gave you proof that you can endure more than you think. The version of you that exists after pain is often stronger than the version of you that existed before it. That is why you cannot allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions about your destiny. There will always be critics who doubt your vision because small minds are intimidated by people who think bigger than the crowd. Let them doubt you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them laugh while you build in silence. Because eventually results make more noise than opinions ever will. The truth is that success demands sacrifice. It demands discipline when motivation disappears. It demands focus when distractions are everywhere. It demands courage when fear is screaming inside your mind. But the reward for refusing to quit is a life most people only dream about. Imagine waking up knowing you conquered the habits that once controlled you. Imagine looking in the mirror and finally respecting the person staring back at you because you stopped betraying your own potential. Imagine becoming the person your younger self desperately needed to see. That transformation begins the moment you stop negotiating with weakness. The strongest people are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who rise every single time life knocks them down. America was built by people who endured hardship, took risks, and pushed forward through uncertainty. That same spirit lives inside you right now. You have survived days you thought would destroy you, and yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still fighting for another chance to become who you were meant to be. Do not waste that gift. Too many people reach the end of their lives filled with regret because they spent decades fearing failure instead of chasing greatness. Do not let that become your story. Years from now, nobody will remember your excuses, but they will remember your courage, your persistence, your leadership, and your refusal to give up when everything became difficult. The life you want is on the other side of consistency. The breakthrough you are praying for is hidden inside the work you keep avoiding. And the future you dream about is waiting for the moment you finally decide that enough is enough. This is your time to rise. This is your time to stop surviving and start dominating. This is your time to silence the doubt, destroy the excuses, and become the strongest version of yourself. Walk away from this moment with fire in your heart and purpose in your soul. Promise yourself that no matter how hard life gets, no matter how many times you fail, and no matter how many people doubt you, you will keep moving forward. Because winners are not people who never struggle, winners are people who never stop. And if you can master your mind, control your habits, and stay committed to your purpose when life becomes difficult, there is absolutely nothing on this earth that can stop you.